Alfa Romeo decided to save what's best for last, so after 3 full days of testing using their brand new camo livery in order to hide some of the car's technical details, they have only now shown us their brand new outstanding livery. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so here it is, the brand new Alfa Romeo C42 in its full glory. Now, I don't know about you, but this livery just reminds me a lot of those McLarens from the 90s running the red and white livery, and I really nailed it. I think that this is by far the most beautiful livery that Alfa Romeo have used. And if you see some of the other pictures, this car just looks stunning. So this is one of the best liveries from this year, and honestly I don't know if it's not the best livery from this year. I just love the look of this car, and together with the Alpine and the Ferrari, this must be one of the best years in terms of Formula 1 liveries that we have seen for a very long time. Now, I wouldn't change anything about this livery. The only aesthetic detail that I would change in the car is that if you see these wheel covers, yeah, they have this line right here, and it's a white and red line. And if you see in this picture right here, the wheel covers rotate with the car. And if it was me, I would have aligned the wheel covers, so I would have fixed them in order for them to be aligned with this shape right here. So I think that would look much better, because the wheel covers like this just look like a red and white circle that you see running at high speed. You don't get to see this design, but I think that they could have fixed them. Teams like McLaren have their wheel covers fixed, so there is a structure there to do so. But even still, I really love the look of this car, and you can see here it being driven by Guan Yu Zhou, because the number 24 is Guan Yu Zhou, the first ever Chinese driver. And in this picture right here, you can see the full 77 from Valtteri Bottas, so those will be the 2 drivers for the team. And I think that this is a great lineup for Alfa Romeo, and I really hope that this car is as fast as it looks, because it looks amazing, and I really want to see this car in the points regularly. And I want to see Zhou and Bottas really bring the car to where it belongs, because this team really can use a pick-me-up season. I think that since those days where Charles Leclerc and Marcus Ericsson were there, this team has really been on a decline, and I really hope that they have used this opportunity in order to go back on top of the grid. Now, in terms of technical details, there are a lot of interesting things about this car, but I've discussed most of them in this video that you can see right here, so check that out for more in-depth technical details on this car. But again, even after 3 full days of testing, this car seems to have a lot of problems. Again, this is a car that, unlike many of the other Ferrari powered teams, is using a very big side pod and a very big airbox here on the top, so they are needing more cooling than any of the other Ferrari powered teams. I don't know what this tells me about the car, but Alfa Romeo seem to be having a lot of issues in testing with their Ferrari power units. They were by far the most unreliable team in testing, and they were by far the team with the most porpoising issues. So if you don't know what porpoising is, you can check out my video on it right here. But the team had a lot of reliability issues during testing. Now they say that they will have them fixed for the next Bahrain test, and I really want to see those issues fixed, because the car didn't look slow. It looked like a good car, and except with those problems, it looked like a very good car. Now, if you take a look at these images right here, they have seemed to make a few changes to the floor to try to solve the porpoising issues. So in this render right here, I found it interesting, the kind of floor that they were running, because it's a very weirdly shaped floor, and you can see that it has a lot of cuts in order to produce vortices around here. Now, this is one of the solutions that teams are trying to find to porpoising, is trying to create those vortices around that area, and I think I saw McLaren running a similar setup. Now, when it comes to the real car right here, they are probably not using the full car for this demo run. They are probably not using all of the parts, but Alfa Romeo is one of the teams that really need to make some changes to the geometry of the car in order to solve the porpoising issues, and I really hope to see these problems fixed come Bahrain testing, because this is the team that was suffering more from these issues, to the point where Alfa Romeo even reported that they had a gearbox issue due to porpoising. So when the car is porpoising, the gearbox is hitting the ground. So this is one of the major reliability issues that we have seen due to porpoising. And Alfa Romeo is also one of the teams that did the fewest laps during testing, so I really hope that they have these issues fixed come Bahrain testing. Now, when it comes to this car's livery, I really think that this is a full 10 out of 10 livery for me. I really love the look of this car, and for me this year there are 3 10 out of 10 cars, so this, the Ferrari and the Alpine, and I really love them. Now for me, they really nailed the design, and I really hope that they can fix the porpoising issues, but then again, this video was more focused on the design of the brand new Alfa Romeo C42, and you can check out my aerodynamic analysis in this video right here. But in the meantime, that's been it for this video. That's been it for the Formula 1 2022 car launches. That was the last car that we were yet to see, the livery, and I really loved it. We really saved the best for last, and I really hope to see this car in the points more this season. But that's been it for my 2022 car launch series. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you missed any of my 2022 car launch videos or my recap of preseason testing, you can check them both right here. But in the meantime, that's been it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later this week with another video. Goodbye!